into your heart and your minds on three critical points. Three critical points that is needed in order for every one of the 7.5 billion people that is on this planet. And these three critical points will take you out of hell if properly applied and give you the greatest opportunity to come into one of the 7 levels of heaven for eternal life. And so if you can write down each one of these points. You know, I learned over the past 2 years, according to the sacred writings, I don't know what your belief system is, but I want to talk about the inclinations that is housed within the flesh that leads you to evil, wickedness, jealousy, hatred, a lack of gratitude, a lack of appreciation, that you can wake up, or you presently can look at me and breathe, that the master of the universe is still allowing you to exist, at least for right now. So it is very, this month, according to the Yehudim, or the sons and daughters of the Creator, the Master of the universe, the divine. This month, according to what people will refer to as the Jewish calendar, this month right now that we are in, this is why prayer is so powerful. Seeking the Master's mercy, seeking his forgiveness, redemption. This month is very sacred for healing. Healing of your mind, healing of your soul, healing of your thoughts, healing of your heart, healing of your sickness that you may have in your physical body. Your redemption spiritually, to be cleansed spiritually, purified spiritually, for holiness or wholeness within the mind of the master of the universe. I'm not talking about your mind, because you ignorant. You have no way of understanding of who he really is. So for those who claim to be well learned, you can study, man, for 40 years, 22 hours a day, the sacred writings, and you still cannot touch the surface of the writings that will cover the masses of the ocean. So there's no way that you can master his learning in a lifetime. But what we must seek is to master what it is that will cause us to come into his thoughts, to come into his ways, and to do away with ours, to do away with man, to do away with this wicked people that is in front of us each and every day, and they're taking us further and further and further apart from what he is asking us to do. The sacred writings, and I believe is also in the book of Proverbs, where it says that common sense is not common. So you can keep your titles. You can keep your sick materialism. You can keep all your money and your so-called wealth. Because when he pick your number, partner, You can't take none of that with you. But you got to ask in the heavenly court. You got to answer, not ask. You got to answer for your deeds, and you got to stand on those deeds, the good and the bad. So there's 3 critical points. I don't care what you believe in. You cannot circumvent or bypass what I'm about to share with you. You know, your soul has 3 levels of garments. To touch on is called thought. That's right, thought. What's the weight of a thought? Think about that. What is the weight of a thought? The thought is what it is that activate in your mind. And you have over 60,000 or so thoughts that travel through your mind each and every day. But can you control those thoughts? And can your thoughts be based on the principles and the guidance and the instructions, of the master of the universe? I'm not talking about your thought. I'm not talking about your ways. I'm talking about his. Can you seek him? If you were to face the master of the universe right now, this moment, will you be properly prepared to say that my thoughts have been right side by side with you, the divine, the creator of the heavens and the earth? Can you honestly say that your thoughts have been one that has been willing to have the thoughts of the giver of all mercy, and the power to forgive, and the power to be thankful, and the power to deliver you from your situation? But if you are in a hellish condition and all you thinking about is hellish thoughts, evil, jealousy, hatred, selfishness, self-grandizement, excuse my passion. But if your thoughts are in line with those kind of evil inclinations that is housed in the flesh, you know, that kippah, that evil spirit, not the kippah, that evil spirit. You know, some people say the devil or Satan or that evil spirit, Well, the evil spirit is in you, unless you sleeping with your enemy. But the point I'm making is that your thoughts has to be in line with his thoughts, not yours. It's not about you. Ain't about your ego, ain't about your pride, ain't about none of that, man. You got to break all that down. You got to break all that down. Because you got to be a person that wants to, be remorseful of the sins and the evil ideas and the evil ways and the evil things that you speak. That's the first one, your thoughts. So you got to work on your thoughts. And your thoughts got to be in line with his thoughts. So if you think something and it's not right, you got to rebuke it. If it ain't in line with his thoughts, you got to rebuke it. So thought is the first layer in your soul that got to be correct. The second layer is speech. That tongue, that thing right here, man, that thing there, that gate right here. Speech. You got to speak what is correct or what is in line with him, not you. You can't use this as a trash can. That's why it's important that people seek what is called Shavah or Teshuvah from now until the day of your death. From now, you can no longer trust. The sacred writers say you must not trust yourself until the day of your death. So if you must not trust yourself until the day of your death, then you know you can't trust man. You know you can't trust the evil forces that is operating in this present world system, that is operating on. The Zechariah say we are presently living under 99.9% of deception and a lie. So we have no choice but to seek the master of all healing. So you got to be careful what you speak in this hour. And you want to speak that to which is in accordance with his instructions, his precepts, his ways, his ideas. You want those kind of thoughts to reign and rule in your domain. So then you will be able from your domain to produce a kingdom that is total reflection of the light that shines from the heavens. So now you have thought, speech. Now, after you start correcting those thoughts, you just can't correct those thoughts, But now you got to move and you got to speak it. You got to speak those thoughts, into existence. Then you're going to attract, man. And when you do that, then you got to come with action, thought, speech, and action. So when you got that action, then that means when you got the thoughts of the master of the universe and you speaking it. He told Moses, he told Moshe, Musa, he told him, they said, who shall I say sent me? He said, I am. That's how you got to operate. So when you operate with that kind of energy, when you operate with that kind of power, the thoughts of the master of the universe, you speaking with the authority. And in the sacred writings that say, speak with the boldness, like a sound of a trumpet. So he wants you to speak with the boldness because you got that power, that divine power of the wholeness of the master of the universe back in your thoughts, back in your speech. And now he's going to back you with your actions. That's the kind of operation, and that's the kind of spirit, and that's what covers the three levels of garments that cover our soul is thought, speech, and action. And when you seeking redemption, and you seeking full deliverance, and you seeking his face and his power, then and only then will you be saved. There is no other way to be saved. They can fashion this up how they want it. But if you're looking to be saved and you looking to be in his power and you looking to operate and move according to his will, according to his thoughts, and remove the evil inclinations that is housed in our flesh, then rest assured, when that day comes, you will have eternal life. And I leave on this. You see, we need to stop looking to be the receiver of things. We need to be more givers and lovers of humanity. That's the problem with this wicked world. But we got to be in line with him. We can't make up our own thing. See that? See, today in this world, you can make up your own thing. You can do your own thing. But I'm warning you. You got to return back to him. You got to find your way back to him. Not this feel good, motivational stuff. And then you still you all dressed up on the outside, looking all good and smelling good, but on the inside, you full of filth and defecation. And you got this mask on, parading yourself around. But the master of the universe. See, sacred writing says that 2/3 of this present world population will not be here much longer. 2/3. And it says that 99.9% of this world